Scrappypappy2 Gaming is now live. Streaming NBA 2K26, Scrappypappy2 Gaming's live.
Standing.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here we go, 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at Oklahoma City, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And of course, there's Utah, not posing much of a threat right now.
When I look at Utah, they are down towards the bottom of their conference. So this final week of games is almost a formality. But you have to think they'll still play hard and do their best out there.
Here are the starters for Utah. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then it's Bailey. Then there's George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. And for the Thunder, 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Maverick in at the 1.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Doris, when you look at the numbers for both of these teams, you have to be impressed with their assist totals.
Oh, my goodness, yes. No hero ball in this one. These are 2 groups that are focused on moving the ball and getting as many high-percentage looks as they possibly can.
And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out, got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Utah shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Caruso with the bucket.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. He's all alone. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That is SGA at his best, running the floor, playing with pace.
George against SGA. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Holmgren against Markkanen. Kessler, a screen on Holmgren. Markkanen misses.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
4-3. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist by Caruso.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Mark Daigneault gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
For Oklahoma City, they've got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. Oh! Incredible! The reverse jam! Unbelievable!
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lu Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Jazz trail by 7. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound by the Jazz. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Thunder making a change here. Joe's checked in, and a switch here also for Utah. Collier, he's checked in for Bailey. Outside, SGA. Pass to Joe. Beyond the arc. Nails it from three.
This is a specialty for Isaiah Joe. Rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
Here's George. Fires the three. Dort grabs the miss.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied. It just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He played a great game against the Lakers. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Markkanen. Hendricks is checked in for Sensabaugh. And Mikhailuk subbed in for George. 1:44 left to play in the first.
You kicking ass, Scrappy?
Not really.
He's guarded by Hartenstein. Here's Hendricks.
Oh.
And it goes out of bounds.
A little bit.
Last
Not
touch
much.
by Hartenstein. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level
You winning.
Oh, for now.
season.
I
Let's see
mean,
if
that's
he can
just the
keep it
beginning of
up.
the game. Oh, it's their ball. Shit.
A minute 29 left in the first. Filipowski with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. That shot wide open.
Nice, I didn't watch NBA often, lol, so I'm trying to learn.
It's really
May not like the lack of defense,
difficult.
but boy, the
Not
rules
really, but
promote scoring, no doubt.
you gotta know the buttons.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jazz trail by 6.
That took me a while to get this down.
Pass to Collier. Nurkic a screen on SGA.
Yeah.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll
You
be...
playing on them?
No.
It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
I'm not that good
You see the
player.
defender just a bit too
Online.
aggressive. Nurkic
I'm not
takes
that good.
advantage, and he'll get to the free throw line.
If I was a little bit better, yeah, I'd play online, but I ain't that good because there's a lot of people that play online that are really, really good. And I'm not one of them. Hell, I don't even play Madden online.
First free throw's good. Doris, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Wiggins in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams' shot is good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Jazz trail by 6. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Collier. Coming off a terrific game against Houston. Fires the three. The shot off that
Oh,
time.
we went the wrong.
Williams passes to Joe. Back to Williams. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And taking a look at this first half,
Yeah, I'm
they've
sitting on
just
the
shown
bench with
better
fouls.
shot selection.
And I think
Yeah.
obviously we see the
Has the storm started yet?
Not yet. They said it won't start.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Amazing indeed.
So by
getting stops like
7,
that
8 o'clock,
only
the road will be
encourages them to
covered.
keep attacking on the offensive end.
It's going to be brutal. They're more worried. They're worried about the wind chill being down to. Wind's going to feel like 5 degrees. The beaches out toward the beach. It's going to be like they're getting northeastern.
And so it's Oklahoma City finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line.
They're worried about snow drifts.
That's the key
and
for them
the
so
wind
far.
chill being
and
so
don't
low.
go far. We'll be right back.
And then, of course, the roads are being covered. We ain't expecting no power outage. It's going to be not like the ice storm that we had.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches.
They still got
They've
me
been
out.
so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Lou Dort. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket.
Clap
So
it
if
here,
you want to
showing
win
the
games in this
love.
league,
Right
you
in here,
have to
showing some
connect
love
from
to
deep.
you. Thank
And
you
they
for
have
stopping
been
in,
thus
folks.
far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Yeah,
You
fast
got to
break.
give
Give me
Isaiah
that. Give me that hole.
credit.
Give me that hole.
He's a young player who knows his role.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That's
It ain't stormed out there towards you, Slappy, has it?
Let's go now
Or
to
the
the sideline
pass-
and catch
pass
up with
by
Ali
now.
LaForce.
Hey,
I'll
Jen
get ready
Holmgren
to
checks some
come in.
boxes. He
Ema
said,
tried to stay up later and catch you more often.
But I'd say it was just an off night. I didn't know if I was going to get on or
the
not.
foundation of my game started. Brian, back to you.
I try to get on earlier so everybody
Thank you
can
very
see.
much for the
Sometimes it
report.
don't work that way.
Here's Nurkic following the 3 by Oklahoma City. For 3, Collier.
No, not any storms here last week we did.
Collier's got 8.
There's just
You
something
ain't getting none-
special
you ain't getting
about a
that- you
big
guys
that
ain't getting
can
none of the
deliver
snow we
on
got.
time and on-target passes.
Lucky
Mr.
you.
Nurkic, have at it.
But
Caruso.
I'm surprised you guys are still digging yourselves out from the last storm.
And since the All-Star break, here are the teams playing at the fastest pace. The Jazz, 3rd.
Here's a team that is not being slowed down by the long NBA season. They've been looking to push the ball every chance they can get.
Oh.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Joe. Sinks it from distance. Joe's got 6 in the quarter.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period.
The snow turned into ice and nothing melted.
Man, like I was telling you earlier,
George for 3.
one of the county
again,
schools
it's the
down here, they were
Jazz
remote
from
all
deep.
week.
They're making a few more threes this quarter,
My daughter's
trying
school,
to cut
they had
into
school
that
2 days
deficit.
in a row. Yesterday was 3 hours. Friday was 2 hours.
Outside Joe. Pass to Dort. Let's go with a 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter.
Exit
4
off
of the
the
last
interstate,
5
back it off
buckets
and
have been
pick up my
threes.
son.
And now the
I don't
first
know, but
time
she
out
died.
called here for Utah. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City,
I
where
stopped
they were
going
unable
down
to
that
fight
for
off
the
the
rest of the
Thunder.
week. I went down,
If
I
they
got off a
want to
different
beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching.
It's still bad I had to go out with a pickaxe to get the ice out the driveway.
I still got a patch of ice in front
Utah
of my
making a
porch.
switch here.
I still got a
Markkanen's
patch of
checked in.
ice.
Here's George. 7 points in the game. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before
supposed to be cold all
doesn't
the rest
matter.
of the week.
You have to give everything in this game.
Not
It's
really
essentially
cold,
a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Here's Collier. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Knocks down the triple.
Best suggestion, people
Collier's
not to
got
go
8
out,
points in the
play
quarter.
snow until the next day.
Defensively, got to close
So
out a
cold.
little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Joe. Boom! He jammed it straight down.
Woo! defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Caruso finds Holmgren. Gets the three to fall. Holmgren's gotten his third basket of the night.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
George passes to Markkanen. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made three on one end, he comes right back for his own team. Love it.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Greg. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have two gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following the bucket by the Thunder. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Caruso. Driving in. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, that is so strong. Caruso anticipating the contact and makes a heck of a play.
And Isaiah Joe is going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Kessler comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Sensabaugh subbed in for Filipowski. And it's Utah with the ball. 17-point game. Utah moving the ball around. Sensabaugh, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A 17-point lead, their biggest. And it's good. 2 points. SGA's got 6 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Well, I'm back in it. So I was going to calm down.
Now George. 7 points in the game. Markkanen from long range. Williams grabs the board.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays. One
thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Maverick. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got 3 assists in the game. Utah calls timeout. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams, and it's Holmgren in for Wiggins. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Bailey. A shot to stop the run. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of
that score was all WS Lowell.
Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Pass to Maverick. Gets it off. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
I'll take a buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc.
And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say? And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Jazz. Number 1 goal. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to hear none of that garbage. Might squeeze in a bad game.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
Think they took your ear off, Lowell.
So the Utah 5 right now. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then it's Bailey.
My ear
Then
off.
there's Keontae
Yeah,
George.
yeah,
and
I
it's
just
Sensabaugh in at the 2.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Oh.
Here's Maverick. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
Here's George. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. George has got 9 points.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
The 11-footer. Again, Utah, good for 2.
He's really carrying the load. But no man can do it all by himself.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And we always like to take this chance to show you the scoring leaders from the last 10 days of action. 5th is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
And how about the Thunder? Doris last season bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
Here's Maverick. He's got 21. Drops in the 3. Caruso's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to George. Takes a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Here's Maverick. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. The 3. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. SGA's got 11.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
Kessler passes to Markkanen. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Holmgren outside. Here's Caruso. Here's Maverick. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Now here's Markkanen. Give him 8 points now. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fires from way outside. Utah with the rebound.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back to you, Brian.
Crossing over borders. Allie, thank you. Here's Bailey, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
George's shot is off.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Caruso, the pass to Maverick. 13 feet out, and they pick up 2. Maverick's got 16 points here in the second half.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Back to George. And the layup is good off the glass.
things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Oklahoma City has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Hartenstein, no good. And here's George. They'll bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Markkanen. Takes the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Holmgren. And the shot's good. Holmgren's got 9 points.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
George drives in. Markkanen from long range. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 8 assists here tonight. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Holmgren. Buries it from 3. Holmgren's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
And here's George. He's got 21. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Thunder out. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Isaiah Joe is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Kenrich Williams. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Sorber in at the 5. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. Here's Mikhailuk. They get it back.
Yeah, if Nurkic gets this kind of position and he's carved out that space, the best you can do sometimes is foul him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Jang's checked in.
One of the things I think teams love when you have Yusuf Nurkic is the kind of physicality he brings nightly in the middle of the paint. This is a guy who's capable of 20 and 20 on a good night.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Collier. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Williams has checked in for Jang. And Utah with a change here, too. Markkanen's checked in for Mikhailuk. Nurkic, a screen on Dort. Drives to the hoop. It's tipped.
But Lou Dort has more than earned his reputation as a defensive stopper. Twice on the pipes.
Topic is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Number 44, Nikola Topic.
George with it. Markkanen outside.
Oklahoma City foul. Aaron Wiggins. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Graham?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Now here's Dort. Pass to Joe. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And Dort is good for 3. Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Steps back. Here's Collier. George outside. Back to Nurkic. George passes to Nurkic. Shot, left block. And rejected. And it's Dort off the drive. Count that one. So Dort's got 21 points in the game.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Nurkic. Dort grabs the miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Williams. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I just love the ball movement.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now George. Marketing outside. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
The Jazz have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Collier, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Thunder.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this team is something else. 64 wins. These guys have had quite the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Maverick.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Here's George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. From outside the arc. Fires in the triple.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
Outside, Williams. Outside Joe. Now Dort. Launches a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Jang passes to Dort. Williams in the post. Kessler on him. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Dort.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And here's George. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the crowd loving every...
Jay, you were using...
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in.
Shadow Return. I'll
So
be
long,
right back.
everyone.